Welcome back, Wolfpack. Verlis here, and I am super tired already because I've made this video like 4 times. Every time I talk about it, there's something new and cool that I think up, and I need to remake the video to add how cool and new this is. So yeah, today we're going to be talking about Pokemon Go integration. We're also going to be talking about effort value candies, all the new training methods, and let's just start off by watching a little bit of the trailer. Not the full thing, but at least have visuals with what's going on. Also, if you guys enjoy the video, please leave a like, share with all your friends, because these games, guys, I just need to point out, we have a lot to talk about. Like, we have the Japanese trailer, we have the official information, we back up a little bit with Cerebi, we go back to E3, we talk about existing Pokemon. It is just nutty what we are dealing with today. So yeah, share this with your friends. We need everyone hyped for Let's Go, because this trailer, like, what I don't like is Pokemon isn't making people realize this for themselves. I feel that the way that people are treating Pokemon Let's Go, they need to be just spoon-fed the information by official sources, or else they're not really going to be convinced. But everything else about these games, when you dig into it, is amazing. Pokemon Go Park looks excellent. All the Pokemon interacting, having a good time, they're to scale, it's beautiful. Play a minigame to earn candies. So you play a minigame, and then you get training rewards for it. Power up your Pokemon by battling. So defeating trainers will actually end up with giving you the same effects as a candy, which seems to be some kind of effort value boost, and it's actually directly given to you, which I think is pretty nice. And then transfer extra Pokemon to earn more candies. So all that went by really quick, but it also means quite a lot, because power up your Pokemon by battling. This is very specific language, because effort values isn't just going to be from wild Pokemon anymore. At least, like, as long as you catch the Pokemon successfully, that's it. But encountering a Pokemon in the wild isn't going to have anything to do with a Pokemon's stats directly, which I think is pretty cool, because that means you can actually pinpoint the Pokemon you want, and then you can specifically train on your adventure instead of getting like garbage EVs just kind of scattered throughout whatever you're battling and whatever's happening. But then the trainer battles. So you battle a trainer, and then you get specific stats for that, and we saw this with the E3 gameplay, but it was also fairly confusing, because Geodude ended up giving us hit points for our EVs. So I'm wondering if it's going to be trainer specific. I doubt it's going to be random or anything like that, but it is something that's kind of weird and interesting to see. But also what this makes me hopeful for is trainer refights, because if they're actually tying it into battling, well, it's not like you can go out and battle wild Pokemon to get your Pokemon stronger. So I'd imagine that trainer refights are going to be a thing, which I think is really awesome. Yet another feature that people have been wanting in a Pokemon game looks to be returning. It's like, oh, I want Pokemon following you. Done. I want overworld Pokemon encounters. Done. I want a better way of training my Pokemon that's more fun than just breeding and mindless grinding. Done. And now, trainer refights, another thing on the list, checked off. This game is giving people what they want, and yet there's still so much negativity about it. I think the problem is you have to kind of discover or search these things for yourself, which I think is pretty cool. But at this point, like, all these people that are sour about the game just need all the cool things spoon-fed to them so they can actually appreciate what's going on. So yeah, we defeat a trainer, we get +1 to the special attack, awesome. And then, or by using candies. So there's a lot to break down right here. Quick Candy L. So there's also large candies, which I assume have more value or give you more stats, which I think is going to be pretty cool, and then that just goes and raises a Pokemon. Again, we saw this gameplay at E3, and now, 3 months later, we're finally getting clarification on how it works, and we're also seeing more gameplay, higher level Pokemon, and cool stuff like that. Then that means we can go and transition it to the Japanese side of things, because when they deposit the Pokemon, it's actually pretty cool. So when we do it, we just get a mess of stuff. We end up sending away 9 Pokemon, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we end up with all kinds of candies. So 1 Pokemon equaling 1 candy. But now I wonder how you get the large candies, because we have Wartortle here. We have fully evolved Pokemon that are being sent away, and they have like different candy values and stuff like that. So I'm wondering if it's only like 3-stage evolution Pokemon, since those aren't being distributed in this demo, or maybe it's random. Like, that'd be really cool. If you have a lot of a certain Pokemon, and then there's a chance that one of those candies comes back large, then that means, yeah, just extra efficiency added onto your rewarding gameplay. That's what I love about Pokemon Let's Go so much. All of your gameplay is respected and being rewarded, then it transitions into competitively making a Pokemon, and then it goes into competitive battles, and everyone's having a good time. I think that's great. But then when we see it here, guys, you see a pattern? So we got 6 Pokemon, and then we have, wait for it, 6 different candies. And there's 6 stats that can be boosted by EVs. So we have special defense, attack, defense, speed, hit points, and then special attack. Now, Nidorina and Machoke, these are +2 value, but seems like we still get the regular candies. So again, I don't know how that's going to break down, but then we also see a different kind of candy, like a special circular candy that looks like the candies inside of Pokemon Go, and we get to break that down in a bit as well. So kind of showing us the same thing, you select it, you get the stats, and that's going to be all fun and good. But then we go into the details. So the Pokemon website, you have to kind of, like the gameplay is supposed to entice you to the website, but I think the website gets a lot less traffic than people that are just trying to expose themselves to other news. Like the negativity that they're finding in YouTube battles, retweets, comment threads, and interviews and stuff like that is getting out faster and in higher volume than the actual information that's inside the game. But let's go and break it down. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Pokemon Let's Go Eevee will feature candies, items that are used to make a Pokemon stronger, increase Pokemon stats by using candies. There are different kinds of candies. Each has a different effect. Giving Pikachu a quick candy increases speed. Other candies will increase attack and hit points. There are even some candies that have an effect on a particular species of Pokemon. Use all candies wisely to raise a super strong Pokemon. So, I mean, just making it clear, this game is for all fans. This is an introductory way for teaching newer fans EVs while also being like, hey, older fans, you know what's going on here. This is the new way. This is new SOS battling. This is new Horde battling. Once the games come out, you learn it, you get strong Pokemon, get competitive, become Pokemon Master. These games are amazing. They're made for everyone. And they have so much respect to veteran players. It's ridiculous. So then we can see this. Pikachu candy. Nidoran candy. And then in the trailer, we see a horde of Pikachu following us, and if you scroll up, it says that you need 25 of the same species of Pokemon. So I'm guessing if you do this, you get a specific candy for that species. Now, we don't know what it does or how it works. So yeah, you'll be able to acquire candies by successfully completing games in Play Yard Pokemon Go Park. Also send Pokemon to Professor Oak, he gives candies in return. It seems there are even more ways of getting candies. Try taking one of your Pokemon for a stroll in the Pokeball Plus. I didn't read that. That's amazing. That's the greatest thing ever. Oh god, that's so cool. So, you got your Pokemon, you got your Pokeball, or yeah, you got your Pokeball Plus, which acts as a Pokemon Go Plus. And then you get candies for taking a stroll while double strolling your Pokemon. The candies end up powering up your Pokemon side of Pokemon Go to then transfer into Pokemon Let's Go for more experience and a better transfer thing. And then while you're on a stroll with your Pokeball Plus, you're gaining candies to make that Pokemon stronger or that species of Pokemon stronger. Or freaking, you just take a Zubat on a stroll and you get the speed candies you need to make your sweeper Pokemon Alakazam amazing. What I love about Pokemon Let's Go is that all of your gameplay is respected, all of your gameplay is rewarded, everything has been thought about beautifully, and I don't understand how people can hate the games because of that. Like, none of your time is wasted. People are saying, oh, where's the post-game? There's your post-game! You catch Pokemon to get candies to then train them and make them into competitive monsters in the ultimate competitive format. Because without items and abilities, there's going to be less of a power difference, and then everything's going to be viable. And then all of your gameplay is rewarded. Like, this is the hype we should... Like, the Pokemon Sun and Moon hype should be larger. Like, all the news and stuff leading up. Like, people got burned. Fans got burned by Pokemon Sun and Moon, Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon. It's justified, but I think that people should have given Pokemon Let's Go more of a chance. Pokemon Company could have done a lot better job of getting the information out in a quicker amount of time. You know, like, hey, you can battle legendary Pokemon. Like, this information dropped at E3 would have reversed half the hate. Like, people would still hate the games because of idiocy and whatever, but I mean, there would be a lot more people and there'd be a lot better momentum. We need more people talking good about these games. We need more people. Like, the thing is, Poketubers, they're fake. Like, everyone else out there, they're fake. They'll say good things about the game, but they won't say bad things about the people being negative, and that's what needs to happen. We need to change the tide. You need to get people on board, but it's like, no, it's not a bad thing to be in favor of Pokemon Let's Go. There's also, like, we need more people praising the competitive side of the game, because this just shows that, of course, there's going to be a competitive element, that veteran players are being respected, everyone is being respected, and then it's going to lead to a healthier competitive scene with the immense amount of post-game and activities that are tied inside these games. It's just insane. Then also the Pokemon Go transfer. I was going to put these two videos together. I was going to talk about Pokemon Go integration fully, as well as EVs and the candies and all these crazy new features. That has to be a separate video, because now it's like, oh, how do you optimize your Pokemon Go play? Because what we've seen from the other trailers, I'll cover this more in detail, is that CP increases the level of the Pokemon that you catch. So if you're playing Pokemon Go right now, ton of Pokemon equals tons of EVs. You get high-level CP Pokemon, so a high trainer level even. That means you're getting more experience, so higher training to get competitive faster instantly from Pokemon Go. So that gameplay is rewarded. You can effectively get a head start right now by playing a ton of Pokemon Go, which means I probably have to start playing a ton of Pokemon Go with this in mind. You know, there's a lot of really cool things that are going on. Catch 25 of a specific Pokemon, you get those candies. We don't know what they do. Is that +5 to a stat for a Pokemon? +1 to every stat would be terrible. So I feel like it might be balanced. Maybe it's levels. And we even see in the trailer that rare candies count inside of your candy jar. Where's that? I don't remember if it's the English trailer. Yeah, the English trailer, rare candy. So rare candy is still technically in your candy jar. I'm wondering if that's going to be a way of farming it. Also, there's even more ways of getting candies potentially. So you go on a stroll, you do all kinds of nutty things. That you just Eevee train. It's so cool. So this is really well thought out. I'd like to see more information on refighting trainers, but I'm guessing that's going to be a big thing, especially because the leaks telling us about the Beyond Evolutions episode. So that's something. And there we go, guys. Hope you all enjoy the video. Hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching Pokemon Let's Go. Better with all the information. Every time I see more. Every time we get that details, you dig a little deeper. And it's beautiful. So if you guys, yeah, just have a nice day. Awesome.